Welcome back everyone, my name is Nick of course, we're on the Commodore Amiga and we're going to be reviewing, you might be able to guess by the music and indeed what you're seeing in front of you, but it's Postman Pat 3, Pat to the Rescue, published by Alternative Software in 1992. Now this music does play throughout the game, but there is a way of turning it off and I might well do. Now we've already reviewed Postman Pat the original on the Amiga. Postman Pat 2 didn't come out for some strange reason, and Postman Pat 3 is here we are now. Postman Pat 3 on the Spectrum was awful, so let's see how it goes. I'll probably turn the music off if I can find out how to do it. Spacebar I think it was, there we go, okay. Now, you control this van, which is Postman Pat's delivery van. You must deliver parcels where the numbers show and avoiding all traffic. That's it really. We're on easy mode, but I will try it on difficult a bit later on. The game is pretty awful, just like the Spectrum version. I think this game's been written, oh my word, I think this game's been written on Amos, which is sort of like a construction programming device or language. The original Postman Pat came out in 1989, and of course it's based on the original stop motion kids show, first aired on the BBC in 1981. Postman Pat is Pat Clifton, a country postman in the place of Greendale. Yeah, better with the music I think. All the charm of the village of Greendale's been lost in this, and basically it's a failed Paperboy clone and it's extremely poor. Postman Pat and Black and White Cat. Right, you see the time ticking down in the middle? We have to deliver all the parcels and get to the end before the time runs out, or we've crashed too many times. We can accelerate or go slower. These crossroads you have to watch it for passing traffic. Go, 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 boom. Are you a Postman Pat fan? Well, you probably won't be after watching this. D. So we've got Postman Pat on the left and his cat Jess, black and white in black. Is that the end? Yes, we've reached the end of the post office. Good. That was day one. Day two is going to get a little bit more tricky. Bum 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 dee dum dum. There's Postman Pat. Day complete. Have a nice cup of tea. I'm off the tea at the moment. I gave up about a month ago because I kept getting really bad headaches. Yes. Bum 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 like two. Deliver that. Let's see how we do. Exciting, eh? I don't think you should run out and buy this game. It's what you call a stinker really. Nice bright graphics, the music is a little bit tinny compared to the original first game, and it sure gets annoying quite quickly. The roads are just straight, there's no corners to go round, and it does seem like we're in a village rather than, well, it does seem like we're in a town now rather than the original village, and that was where all the charm of Postman Pat originally lied. No real reason to keep coming back to this one. I think it was a commercial release, but it looks a bit rushed. Postman Pat 1 wasn't the best game in the world, but it was heaps better than this. Yeah. La 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 la. There's the fire station there. You won't see Mrs. Goggins or any of the other characters in this game. Postman Pat will never get out of the van. You'll just see him as a graphic on the bottom left. Yeah. So this is not going to be the longest review in the world because I'm going to find it, to be honest with you, quite tricky to stay with it. Right, crossroads, we know what might happen here. Go! Postman Pat and his black and white cat again. Avoid that police car coming through down the centre of the road. What do you think of this game? If you disagree with me and you love this, if you had an Amiga and this was your only game you ever had, what happened there? I think we ran out of energy or didn't deliver enough parcels. But game over. Bomb, 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 bomb. It's a mess. Right. We won't do a hard game, but I have switched the music off to save you. I might turn it back on again as a nice surprise, so that's something to look forward to. Yes. Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Off we go again. Right, let's concentrate this time. Let's deliver all the parcels and not run out of time. Boom. Right, house 3 done. House 6 is the next one. You can tell by that graphic next to Pat. That's the next one we have to deliver. Shoot, fire. That's that. Right, next one. Look out for that house. 7. Good. And I've given you more music. and I've turned it off. I turn it on again. What a temptress I am. We've missed 12, have we? Nope, got that. Good. Past this roadworky thing. La la la. Yeah, if you have seen my review of this on the ZX Spectrum, you know that was awful. This is a bit better than the Spectrum version, but that doesn't say drop everything and play this and nothing else. When I try and shout the praises of retro gaming, and I show someone who's just into modern day gaming why retro gaming is better, I wouldn't probably avoid showing them this one if I'm trying to win them over. There's no real equivalent to this in modern day gaming. It won't compare with Grand Theft Auto 50, or whatever we're up to now. We're on 5 probably. Well, we're on 5 now at time of recording. By the time you're watching this, who knows where we might be. Postman Pat has done it again. More cups of tea. There he is. A stop motion show, which has also been turned into a film, I believe. Yeah. So this is the 5th Postman Pat video I've made. I am glutton for punishment. I don't think there's any other Postman Pat games I can review. There might be one on the Game Boy Advance, but let's ignore that. Right, music is off. Let's weave around the road. It's the only way to be safe, as all postmen know when they do their training. Throw your parcels out the window. There's no way of avoiding that lorry. The common touch seems to be totally gone. Man, I mean, graphics on this, well, I'll try. No, they're not very good, are they? The whole thing's not very good. I'm trying to find something good to say about it. Music is Postman Pat when I can be bothered to put it on, but as I say, very, very tinny and annoying quite quickly. In the original game, the music played throughout, but it was softer on the ear to this thing. If you're listening to it on headphones, well, I think the headphones might be chucked out the window. No engine noises would have been nice. Not really delivering the mail as quickly as I should do here. Whoop, ooh, that's close. No traffic lights in this village, no. Yeah, did the music make it better or worse? Without the music, it's a bit boring. With the music on, it's a bit annoying. I don't think anyone will watch this and be tempted to join the post office. You might have noticed there, depending on what time's left over at the end, that works out as your bonus in the score. He does like a nice cup of tea, does Postman Pat. No sign of any biscuits though so far. Game over. Why is the game over there? Not quite sure. We had lots of time. Maybe I pressed the button when wrong button when I was trying to turn the music off. Jess looks a bit fat there, the bottom right, that cat. I think he might have been eating a lot of the mail and maybe other cats. It looks more like Bagpuss. If you remember what Bagpuss is. Right, I've got it on hard mode now. What difference does that make? Not much. I would play Paperboy before this one. This is very top down. Paperboy is at least 3D. It's that sort of idea. Or extra hole in the road there for hard mode. Right, that car's going to go right in front of me. No, it isn't. It's just a parked car. And I crashed into a van. Well, bike, I should say. Look! I mean, there's no way you can avoid that. There's probably a way if you practice loads and loads of times. But who's going to be bothered with that? So many Amiga games out there. Not as many as the ZX Spectrum. But so many, there's no real reason to come back to this. I suppose if a very young child who loved Postman Pat might get a bit of enjoyment out of this, but what sort of individual are they going to turn into as they grow up? Parents can do a lot of damage to a kid, and this game is, well, we've run out of time again, or didn't deliver enough parcels, or something. Couldn't really call the village Greendale, it's not a shadow on that whatsoever. Shall we have one last go? Maybe. Right, so it's called Postman Pat 3. Sometimes called full name Postman Pat 3 to the rescue, and I'm going to need rescuing after playing this because I think my brain has melted. Hooray! If you're tempted to play this on emulation or even hunt it down if you're a nincompoop in the real world, go on eBay and bid £1 million for it, then good luck to you. But as I said, there are much better games out there. Unless you're a crazy collector historian and want to own every game ever, then well, maybe save this one to last. Mind you, there's a lot of competition for bad games. Do. Sometimes I enjoy reviewing the bad games more than the good games. There are a lot more bad games than good games, but the good games do tend to be pretty special. Postman Pat. If you're not from the UK and have never heard of Postman Pat, then do a Google search on him, or maybe even on YouTube. I bet there's some episodes there. Started in 1981, I don't think it's still going now. Might have finished in the 90s unless there was a revival. If there was a revival, let me know, and I might track it down. I probably won't do. It's like game over again. Yeah, programmed on Amos, possibly. It certainly does look like it. Well, I think we'll bid farewell to Pat, probably forever, but I can't guarantee it, we can but hope. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Postman Pat 3 to the Rescue, published by Alternative Software in 1992. The original came out in 1989. Thank you for watching that. If you've got any comments about this video, anything Postman Pat or indeed retro gaming, then please put that below. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.